Alright, got what is this? Could be an Ardent deck, could be the Blood Diamond Sockets deck. This hand's like medium minus here. I think I want to just pitch this back. We've got Transmogrifade, Strangles, Rockcast. Huh. They mulligan to 5. I'm going to keep because they mulligan to 5. And we instantly get rewarded by drawing a Vampire Princess, something to do on 2. If my opponent had kept 7, I would probably mulligan this hand. It's too slow on average against an aggressive deck, but with my opponent going down cards, I think it's a fine keep. Because they're likely not going to be able to be too aggressive. And they are playing the Blood Diamond, likely the Sockets deck. Whole Vampire clan is here. Prince, Princess, and Queen. Yeah, definitely, Monk. Degree of Banishing, rude. So they get to void this. That's fine. We get to play our Princessa next turn. Play our Princess out. The Bride, ideally we want to wait until we can generate some value with her, so we want to be able to give our opponent's troops minuses right away, or potentially even just steal them right off the bat. So hopefully they play a 2 defense troop here. Animus, a little bit bigger than 2 defense. It's actually kind of scary. This can't attack or block. That's unfortunate. Tomb swap. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm just going to play this Bride of the Damned out here. And then play this and give their Animus -1/-1. I can't actually champ power yet because I played a Primal Prism on the first turn of the game that didn't give us a charge. Exhaust my Bride. Hit me with this. That's a nuts draw. So now we get to play this, and then we get to play this, which makes blood and gives -1/-1 twice because I have 2 brides. So we'll double target that, and then we'll champ power and make another blood. And we're basically just a mono blood deck sometimes with this deck, honestly. As you're seeing here, it's got another one here. And then Bride will target that once and target this once, and then we'll get the Animus to play under our control. And if he wants to trade here, we just, like, take his thing. So sign me up. Needs to get my Brides off the table, right? They have a resource as the last card in their hand. That might be a little aggressive, but, like, I have this Tomb Swap here as well, so I think it's fine. I'm going to die pretty quickly to our board here. Yeah. Gemborn Prowler, probably good against the Sockets deck. Believe it or not. Dread End's probably fine here. Waltz probably a touch slow. Something Borrowed's probably a little bit slow. I probably don't need 6 draw spells on 3. So I think I'm going to trim a Blood's Favor. Give this a go, see how it feels. I have 2 different Verdict of the Ancient Kings in my reserves. I need to fix that. Correct. Yeah, Animus. We were actually playing. We were playing a Ruby Wild Animus deck yesterday because Aspect of the Squirrel triggers Animus, which is really sweet. This hand's like medium minus. Our 1 Sapphire Shard here is actually kind of awkward, but I think it's a fine keep on the draw. We have a Transmogrifade we can guaranteed play. Got 2 more draws here before we need that second blood. Double Crypt Curse Knight. It's pretty good. Every time these hit me, they make another Crypt Curse Knight. Probably transmogrifading one of these. I don't want them to make a bunch of Crypt Curses. Polyberry Pouch, deal. That's actually a touch awkward because it means that they'll be able to remove my Bride with it, turn it into a random 4-drop, but I think that's still worth it. We'll wait to play the Bride to when I can actually kill some stuff. So hopefully we draw another Blood Threshold here this turn or next turn. This turn we are 10 out of 10 hero falling this Animus. It's their single best card in their deck, and if we keep that off the table, we're definitely going to have a hard time. There could be merit to hero falling the Crypt Curse Knight because we know they have another Knight in their hand, but like Animus is just so important to their game plan, I think it's worth taking off the table here. Sorry, had to crap on the Watsy account there for a second. Says can't be blocked. All right, let's hopefully draw a blood source this turn so we can go Bride, kill this off of our champion power too. That's not the droid we're looking for. I'm just gonna play Vampire Prince here and pass the turn. This gets bigger for every socket card you have in play. Yep. That's unfortunate. I forgot about the champion powers. We're going to take 7 here. Alright. Okay. Again, next turn we need a blood threshold. 27 resources later. Stuck on 3 here. That's annoying. I can't kill that one with Bride. God bless America. Just reminding people that they're never going to reprint the reserve list cards. I just like, I'll just check my Twitter. I just posted it. I mean, I guess we're just hero falling this, right? Not in a good spot. Feels bad, man. Sure. That can't be blocked, yep. Okay, well, we're hero falling this. Am I trading this for that? Probably not. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm just no blocking here. And then this gives us a second chance to draw a resource off their deck next turn, which is nice. Probably just dead. Yeah, I mean, okay. Still a threshold short. This transmog could work out in our favor. Polyberry Pouch is basic. They can't use it till their turn. This card would be like, this card would probably be constructed playable if it was quick. No joke. Like, that's a very powerful effect that it has if it was quick. Now I have to transmog something. Probably just 3 power Crypt Curse, right? Wait, what? Oh, I guess I needed to do that one, right? Because now I can't block the flyer. Okay. That was close. Let's play a third one here. I think I like how I reserved. Need to hit our 4th resource on time. Can't transmog a thing with 0 cost. I guess I didn't realize that the cost modifier was constant there. Probably should have. Like, I had in my head that it was going to turn into a 2 and then turn into a 1. So I should have transmogged the 3/4 with flight. And then I likely would have been able to win. I don't know why I had in my head. That was, okay, so you get a sight. That's fine. This is great. The only thing that's more frustrating in my mind than, like, idiotic WotC decisions to, like, make their game worse for their players is, like, idiots who defend idiotic WotC decisions. Like, come on. Come on. Like, the reserve list just doesn't make sense. They're prioritizing people who are hoarding cards from 2 decades ago over people that actually want to play their game. Just, like, nothing about it is nice. Stop trying to pretend that it's okay, because it's not. It's idiots. That's, yep. That is correct. We are not playing Arcane Focus. Well, that's... Now, it's not a good draw because we Primal Prismed. Awkward. Awkward. Maybe I should wait on this because of the way things worked out here. Do this, and... Huh. I'm gonna give the Grimskull Tactician a minus so I can block it here if they want to attack. Alright, just like every game, just like last game, we're just sitting here like, can we please draw Blood Threshold next turn? It's very possible. So I've got 28 resources in this deck, or 27, and 6 of them don't make blood. That might be like 1 to 2 too high. Ding, we got there. So this makes the blood, which gives this -1/-1, and then, well then, everyone's about to learn my Bride of the Dam's a $20 card. I would like everyone to pay attention here. Are you paying attention? I hope everyone's paying attention. Are you paying attention now? How about now? How about if I strangle this? Do we understand why Bride's a $20 card yet? How about when I take this one away? Okay, how about now? Do we understand now? Oh, we get to exhaust that, sure. What is the reserve? So, Wizards of the Coast made an arbitrary decision let's say, I don't even know how many years ago now, probably a decade or more ago, that they were never going to probably 2 decades or more, actually, Magic's like 25 years old now, that they were never going to reprint cards from a certain era. And there's this giant list of cards, a lot of which are worthless, like not actually worth anything, that they will never reprint. But there's also a very small number of cards on there that are very playable in formats like Vintage and Legacy that will never get reprinted and are ridiculously valuable, like, because they'll never get reprinted. And it's just like, it's prioritizing collectors over prioritizing people that actually want to play their game. Oh no, I traded an MC for an MC. They made a promise. Yep, I'm sorry. They made a promise. They did not make a legally binding agreement. They didn't. That's rude. You're taking my deal. I was going to Herofall this in response, but if we're not taking the bride away, that's fine. It's not even about their players between rivers. Like, the people that the reserve list is protecting are people that are just, like, hoarding Magic cards. Most of them don't even play the game. In fact, the people that play the game would love for them to reprint stuff because they actually want other people they can play the game with, as opposed to, you know, just hoard cards for value. Yep, just bride being a bride. I don't even think that's true, Potato Donut. Big companies like SCG and Channel Fireball, they would much rather they could actually sell Magic cards. Like, expensive cards, like reserved list cards, don't make shops like that a lot of money because they're not liquid and you can't move them. Like, the people, like, companies like Channel Fireball and Star City, they understand that you only actually make money from Magic cards once you've actually sold them. They like selling their cards. The people that are hoarding reserved list cards are, like, people that are, like, using Magic as a stock market, basically. You just have, like, piles of them in their basements or hoping to cash out someday. Pick your favorite. No more heroes will fall. All right. Keep another one here. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Hope everyone's ready for a great weekend. Remember, I'm going to be done here in about a half hour to 45 minutes, but in about 2 hours, fellow Hex hero Kent Ketter will be streaming some Hex for the first time. He's going to start be doing some regular streaming in May next month. He's going to do a couple test streams at the end of this month, and we're going to be doing our best to coordinate some non-overlapping streams so we can get more Hex content going on Twitch at more times of the day for folks. It's still stupid. Yeah, and, like, honestly, the shops that are hoarding reserve list cards, like, have cards they don't want to devalue, like, those shops aren't smart. Like, those shop owners should be selling those cards to make the profit, not just, like, sitting on cards that, like, could realistically be worthless someday. Get the cash in hand. Don't just, like, sit there on this thing. I love when people, like, speculated on a Magic card and they're like, I've I've made so much money because this card's doubled in value. It's like, no, you haven't actually made any money yet because you haven't actually sold them and you don't have the cash in hand. Like, the market is fluid. It could be down tomorrow. So, like, don't tell me you've made money on a spec until you've liquidated that spec and have the cash in hand. Yeah, exactly, Simply Monk. Another Marshall Josephina deck, and this hand's very reasonable against whatever Marshall Josephina deck they're playing. We've got a Rotcast on 2 into a Princess or Blood's Favor on 3 to possibly generate some velocity for us. Did Maddie ever sell his 4 billion walking ballistas? I don't even think he had that many. He had a ton of hangerback walkers back in the day. We picked up a couple hundred of those for under $2 each. The new Nissa being really undervalued. I haven't seen what people are saying about the new Nissa, so Ruby Diamond likely means the Ardent deck instead of a Sockets deck like our last matchup. Rotcast is going to be great here. Hopefully it's a Hero of Legend and not an Ardent Crusader, but even if it's an Ardent Crusader, like Vampire Princess comes down to hold the floor. The symbol next to your name is the little ruby gem there. So, based on the duration you have been subscribed to the stream, there are different icons in our channel for you. So, the first gem is ruby, and then when you hit 3 months subscribed, you get a wild gem, and when you hit 6 months subscribed, you get a on mobile. Well, I don't know about on mobile. There's a Twitch Prime subscription next to your name. Okay, another Ardent Crusader is pretty good here. This Ryaalinth is going to be excellent, though. It's one of the cards that's very good in this matchup. Herofall, you say? Huh. So now I have 2 different lines here. I could attack with this Vampire Princess and, like, hope to pressure an action out of their hand. Or I could just Herofall this and, like, keep their Phantoms at bay. I kind of just want to ship with this in Blood's favor, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. This is a little aggressive. Because he could, like, champ power my princess next turn anyways. I'm going to do that. That'll put me to 25. This will put me to 23. This will put me to 17. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because next turn I play the Ryaalinth out. And then, like, Ryaalinth plus Herofall can sweep their board. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you mouse over them on the computer, it tells you what the badges are. Yeah, I think I want to just Blood's Favor here. I kind of want to save the Herofall for post Ryaalinth so I can actually trigger my board clear. The thing that we have to be careful of here is that my opponent's deck does have cards like Heart of Embers and Lasgar's Vengeance in it, so I can't be too liberal with my life total as a resource because we could actually just get burned out of the game. We got our Vampire Queen in our hand too here. We've got all three of our top end win conditions here already. Play Blood out, and then stick my Dargon. So when Ryaalinth comes into play, he soul curses all of my opponent's troops. And what a soul curse troop says is that when one soul curse troop dies, they all die. So if this Phantom dies, whole board goes away. I'm not attacking with the Princess this time around, because my opponent can champ power one of my things, so I want this to be able to hang back. What's likely going to happen is we'll see champ power here, and then attack with these two probably. Hopefully they don't have a Lasgard's Vengeance. They did get to attack with 3 troops already, so if they have non-slow shard, they could Lasgard's Vengeance my board, and then champ power this. This would be 13, 9, 5, 3. Yeah, if they have Lasgard's Vengeance here and can cast it, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. This attack is as expected here, so I'm just going to go ahead and no blocks, take my 8, go down to 9. And now they can play Lasgard's Vengeance without actually playing a card. But Lasgard's Vengeance before my Queen happens is kind of okay for us. Intrepid Conjurer, sure. Oh, that gave them 2 Valor, so this Conjurer gets to go wide now. Okay. Yep. I'm going to start by attacking with this, see what's in their hand. If they block with one of these Phantoms, it kills their board. Deal. I'm not going to play the Vampire Queen out because we're already a touch weak to Psychic Ascension as is. Or, sorry, Lasgard's Vengeance as is. I guess if they have a piece of spot removal here, I probably need to double Herofall. That being said, this is probably a double Herofall. So I do this. We're definitely going to single Herofall here. Is it okay? Am I okay to take 4 here? I feel like I am, because they Lasgard's Vengeance this turn, I'm going to get to play the Vampire Queen as a follow-up, which is okay. If they have double Lasgard's Vengeance, we are just dead here. But we were pretty dead to that regardless. And they have the second one, that's the pause. Oh, Ardent Officer, sure. So Ardent Officer makes their stuff scary, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this now, because we're going to play this Vampire Queen next turn anyways. It's a good fun of. Play him a Vamp Queen out. She makes her Vampire Children here. All of these have Life Drain, and when these Diligence for the first time, they turn into a Prince or Princess. So if they attack here, I probably go block, take 1. That's pretty good. Don't have a shard, don't have a shard, don't have a shard. God bless. Alright, well. I need to draw something here. Alright, could be anything, even something. Need a Strangle or a Herofall or a Transmog. That's not going to do it. Scale of 1 to dead, where am I at here? Pretty dead? Probably just supposed to ship with a squad, right? Just like get my gain 7 in. Probably see trades here and then take 3. Yep. So I go to 8. They're hitting me for 6 next turn. So this matchup's much harder than the Sockets matchup because they have the reach from Lasgard's Vengeance and Heart of Embers in their deck. I think we're drawing fairly dead at this point. I mean, this champ power makes my cards castable on occasion. Okay. Can't use that? I'm not sure if you're using that. Is that okay? And we're not dead on board because this has life drain. We are dead to a piece of removal, though. Dead to a Valor. Dead to a lot. When you can't play around anything, just, like, you know, take your lines and hope they don't kill you. Yeah, I just like full art as well. Yep. Okay, so dead to a resource now. Need a piece of removal for this. And even if we have a piece of removal for this, yeah, we're just gonna kick it. Gemborn's probably fine as a fun of. Yeah, we don't really have good tools in our reserves for this. I feel like this matchup should be pretty reasonable for us, even game one. I think I'm going to trim a something borrowed and just go like this. I feel like our main deck's pretty well set up for this. We kind of needed a Bride to spiral things out of control, I think. Heart of Embers is a very powerful card when you can't answer it. It runs away with games. Verdicts for Lasgards. That's a really narrow card. I think you'd rather just, like, try and position yourself in a way that you can beat the Lasgar's Vengeance. Like, bringing in Verdict for, like, their 4 of that may or may not even be 4 of in their deck post-reserve seems medium minus at best. I mean, and, like, that's one of the reasons why Hex is a great game, right? Like, even though I think we're firmly ahead in this matchup, the matchup still has a lot of play to it. My opponent's not just dead in the matchup. Like, you know, it's not lopsided like you have a lot of matches in, like, Magic's modern format. We see Righteous Outlaw this game. I might bring in the cheap shots for game 3 because they show us War Torn General. Okay, yep, there's the Righteous Outlaw. So I should probably have cheap shots in my deck. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize Rock Casting here as opposed to Strangling because Strangle can kill a Heart of Embers down the line. A Magic Standard form. Well, Magic Standard format's just been awful to play in general, so I can't really comment on that. Someone else mentioned, back to the Verdict of the Ancient Kings for Lasgar's Vengeance. I think if we wanted to hedge Lasgar's, bringing in more Princesses would be a better hedge. Just like, it's a card that could, like, interact with the board and buffer our life total while also pressuring the Lasgar's that they have in their hand. Survey says... Martyred Saint. That's a nasty one. Alright, let's start by drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life here. Okay. We got a Bride for next turn, so our next turn is going to be Bride, Shard, Champ Power. Depending on what resources they leave up here, it might be Bride, Champ Power, Shard, just so we can Strangle with 5 thresholds up. Sure. I'm going to attack first here because I'm going to kill this thing, but I'd like to them not to have phantoms before I attack so I can try and take an action out of their hand. That Martyred Saint, though. I'm going to go ahead and wait till their turn to actually kill their Crusader because I would like to I would like their phantoms to not be able to attack me. No, I think this is fine. He's got more than enough pressure on the table that I, like, need to start spending my things on stuff. And, like, if I take this Ardent Crusader off the table, like, he missed resources for the last 2 turns, so he has to hit running resources to play the Saint out. No other way to remove besides something. We have 4 Transmogrified, Yank Chef. Trax, that's a deck we tested for the Immortal Championship, actually. And I've been meaning to play it on stream at some point. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow some. I actually have a deck list that I like that was Brides and Adaptable Infusion Devices at Immortal, no joke. Make that smaller. I'm just going to crack them with my whole board here. I have this Strangle in case they get tricksy. That's pretty good. I'm going to kill their thing inside of combat here, so that way I get to block with it. As you will, opponent. Even if they have a Lasgar's Vengeance here, like, we'll get 4 Phantoms afterwards and still have 2 pieces of spot removal in our hand, so... You know, I probably should have used my Bride to kill one of these last turn, so they get 1 less Assault Trigger here. Okay, so we're going to kill our Bride. Which kind of sucks, but we're going to need to Herofall this, so fair trade, I guess. Why not wait until they attack? Assault trigger. Yeah, those assault triggers feel bad. I guess if they have Lasgars, they just run it anyways, and I get to eat one of their guys. Yeah, I think that's fair, Dark Wonders. I think giving them the assault triggers is worth getting to eat one of their nerds. I think a good player doesn't attack there anyways, but you're right, I didn't give my opponent a chance to make a mistake. And I definitely could have given my opponent a chance to make a mistake there. No, I think Dark Wonders is correct. Like, the upside of being able to, like, kill their Crusader, bring it back, and then ambush one of their other things in combat is pretty high. God, people are so dumb. God, that's the worst part about the Magic community is you think people in the Hex community need a brain check sometimes. Just like this is just like mind-boggling. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Yeah, this is fine. They get to play the Martyred Saint. They can play 2-drop 2 now if they want. Sure. Yep. Well, this is a 5/5. That's a nightmare. Man, we're gonna fucking lose this game, aren't we? Would I have another job besides being a stay-at-home dad? Yeah, I'd probably teach more classes than I do. I've only been teaching like between 0 and 1 classes a semester. That's a good block there. I was hoping they'd only block with 2, so now I'm trading my princess for 2 phantoms, which might be a bad trade on my part. What do I teach? I have a master's degree in mathematics. I adjunct at a couple different colleges in the area where I live off and on. Play your shard and get a diamond threshold. Oh, jeez. Man, I'm dumb. Would I be dead in the backswing there? That's what should have happened, right? I should have played the shard, gotten a diamond threshold, and then... Okay. Yep, thank you. Good pointing that out. That's aggressive. Ever consider going to get a PhD? Yeah, I actually looked into programs in different parts of the country. In fact, there's a university that's about 45 minutes from me that has a math PhD program, but what's the word I'm looking for? I really didn't want to spend 5 years doing it. I might look into doing it like after my kids are older. I'm like in junior high or high school, but yeah, right now I just don't. There are lots of us. You're not wrong. And like I like school, so like at some point I might go back just because like I enjoy taking classes. You know, I think most people that end up being a teacher enjoy taking classes, and that's why they ended up being a teacher a lot of the time. All right, so he had Righteous Outlaw, which probably makes. I guess he has Intrepid Hero as well, which makes Cheap Shot better. I'm gonna cut this other something borrowed. Maybe I don't need the Psychic Ascension, just like this top end is enough with Bride and Princess and stuff. Let's give this a go. Yes, for those that are wondering why the opponent conceded there, my 4th resource gave me an activation of Uzzu, which gave me a diamond threshold, so my Ardent Crusaders that I had stolen from my opponent gained flight on attack and then attacked through and killed them because they exhausted their phantoms. And this is gonna be my last game for the day. Jake's school bus will be here in about 10 minutes or so, and I need to be outside to help him get off. So yeah, Cheap Shot seems fine. I didn't think about it killing Intrepid Conjurer, and then like Righteous Outlaw puts it over the top. Seems fine, right? It's got like Strangle and Prince and Transmog. Seems reasonable. I mean, like, so the logic on that was probably a mistake. I probably should have let on Primal Prism, right? Potentially. Yeah, it was probably supposed to be Primal Prism. It's probably not going to matter because we're probably just going to go like 2-drop Slow Shard on 3, but I think it made a miffed up there. Martyred Saint's just like a powerful top-end card where, like, if you have it, you're okay with it being a non-bow, probably. Now, here's an interesting question. Do I just play this for Sapphire because they're probably going to play Ardent Crusader here on 3? I think I do. So that way I can just, like, Transmogrifade it. I guess I also could have just, like, stuck my Vampire Prince here. Yeah, this was probably objectively the correct line now that I'm thinking about it. I should think more and click slower. Yep, there's a Crusader, so let's go ahead and X-Mog that. Which, there's 4 of in our deck, not that we've drawn many of them. Okay, 3-1, Dece. Yeah, see, I really wish, like, if I would have been smart and played my Prince last turn, we'd have been able to answer this turn. I think I want to actually play the Lanupaw site this turn now. Okay, what do we want to do here? It's probably just like Prince into hold, 2-drop removal. Seems fine. Get correct, yeah. Like what are they holding? And actually hitting the coin there is good too, because it means we could cycle this at their end of turn if they don't give us something that we want to spend one of these on. Pyre Strike. Okay, I mean, that makes sense to things they're holding, I guess. I think I'm just letting this happen again here. We'll cycle the Necropolis coin here at end step. Okay, or we can just Strangle this. Huh. Actually, I'm just going to cycle this. Well, that decision just worked out well for us. So let's go ahead and play... Okay, so what we're going to do is... God, this is a Crusader. Okay, so this sequencing is weird, but so this is how you have to do this. We play the Blood Shard first. Then we play Bride of the Damned. Then we activate this, and the reason why we didn't want to give a... I guess we could have given the first minus to this, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to activate this, get our 5th blood threshold, then that's going to kill the Dire Spider, which will revert it into an Ardent Crusader and put it into play on our side of the table. Then we'll strangle the Heart of Embers and get that into play under our control. Like... We want to do this now because we know they have a Valor in their hand. We don't want them to shoot our Bride with it. Cycling the coin's so worth, right? Just unfortunately, I don't have my wallet sitting near me. Otherwise, I'd smack the camera with it. But like, that's what we've done, right? Just like, this is my bride. This card costs 2,000 platinum for a reason. Oh no, it can't attack. Whatever will I do? Are we ahead now? Results unclear. Yeah, I'm gonna Valor this. I think they probably have a Pyre Strike in their hand. I feel like they have a Pyre Strike in their hand. And this puts this out of Pyre Strike range. I think I'm just gonna pass here. I guess I could just jam the Ryaalinth, right? Because like even if they have a Lasgar at 5, Ryaalinth lives through Lasgars. God, just the crystal clear soul reads of the what you got going on over there. I'm just gonna play my 5/5 dragon. So even if they have a Lasgard, they can play this turn. They what? Turn this 4 power into 2 power, and like I crack them for 11. Oh, look at that! Look at all these 1 defense troops. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Oh! Oh, look at that! Now when we lose one of our valuable troops here, we can get it back with the Tomb Swap. Alright, so like I said, I think that matchup's good for us. Bride just like takes the game and runs away with it hard. At any rate, thank you everyone for hanging out here today. I will be live again tomorrow morning with a bonus Saturday stream starting about 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to go for 4 or 5 hours. I will see all of y'all then. Remember, Kent Ketter is going to be firing up his stream in about an hour and a half here. It's at about 2 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to check him out. I believe it's just K Ketter here on Twitch as well, and I'll be hosting him when that happens. So if you just stay in this channel here, I'm going to put on Infamous Neil for now, but as soon as Ketter is live, he will pop up on my channel here. So thanks, folks, and catch you tomorrow.